What's up, legends? Benchmark Bets is back, and today I've locked in 2 NBA picks. So buckle up, I've done the homework. Let's hit these and stack these wins. Before we jump into the picks, as always, for my plays, I use PropsMadness, easily the best tool out there for player prop analysis. If you want to try it out for yourself, the link in the description below will get you a nice discount on your first purchase. So for the first pick, heading to the 76ers and the Pelicans game, and I'm going with Andre Drummond over 9.5 rebounds. So for the season, without Embiid in the lineup, 14 out of 24 games, averaging 10.4 rebounds from 17 rebound chances. When he plays between 22 to 32 minutes and without Embiid, he is over this line in 7 out of 11 games, averaging 10.7 rebounds from 17.3 rebound chances. Also, when he plays his minutes and he gets at least 15 rebound chances, he is over this line in 7 out of 8 games, averaging 12.3 rebounds per game. He should see at least 25 minutes here today, and the matchup is perfect. The Pelicans give up the 6th most amount of rebounds and also the 2nd most amount of rebounds to his position. Everything lines up for the big man to grab those boards today. Then for the second pick, heading to the Kings and the Spurs game, and I'm going with Victor Wembanyama over 23.5 points. So for the season, he's over this line in 22 out of 42 games, averaging 24.1 points from 16.3 field goal attempts, and this matchup is soft. The Kings struggle with transition defense, and also defense within 10 feet of the basket, where they give up the 8th most amount of transition points and the most amount of points within 10 feet of the basket. When Wemby versus weak defenses for transition points, he is over this line in 12 out of 16 games, averaging 26.1 points per game. Now, yes, there is the potential for blowout here, but even in blowouts, when Wemby plays between 20 to 30 minutes, which I should see here, and he versus weak defenses for transition points, he's over this line in 4 out of 5 games, averaging 26.6 points. Again, this is another very good matchup here, and Wemby should be able to exploit this matchup very easily. So that's pretty much it for today's main picks, but before we dive into the other games, quick reminder, if you're enjoying the content, hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps me out and help to get the video out to more people like you, and to help this channel grow. Let's go through the other picks. So heading back to the first game of the day between the Magic and the Suns, looking at Dillon Brooks over 22.5 points. So at home, without Booker in the lineup, he's over this line in 6 out of 7 games, averaging 26.9 points from 34% usage rate and a 19.6 field goal attempts per game. This is a pretty weak matchup for him. So the Magic give up the 3rd most amount of pull-up points, and also the 7th most amount of points in the non-restricted area, and the 5th most amount of points in the mid-range. They also like to leak points to pick-and-roll ball handlers, and also transition plays and isolation plays, where Brooks pretty much plays at. So Brooks definitely is going to thrive in this matchup, and this is a very strong lean of mine. Then for the next pick that I'm liking is Jalen Green over 17.5 points. So for the season, he's only over this line in 2 out of 8 games, averaging 13 points from 31% usage rate. However, that's due to him being injured for most of the season. His minutes are ramping up at the moment. He did play 26 minutes in his last game and scored 26 points, which is very good. Personally, Green and Brooks do play a very similar role, and I prefer Brooks over Green here, just because I'm not too sure how Green is going to go without Booker in the lineup, but with Brooks in the lineup, so I would rather take him for 15 points in a nice little parlay filler. And then for the Magic side of the ball, I'm liking Anthony Black here over 16.5 points. So Wagner is out, and I'm expecting Suggs to be out too, due to is the first leg of a back-to-back for the Magic. So without Wagner and Suggs in the lineup, he's over this line in 10 out of 13 games, averaging 20.1 points from 25.3% usage rate and 14.8 field goal attempts. Pretty much the usage alone should carry him over here, and Black should be able to go over the 16.5 points line pretty easily. So that's pretty much it for the picks in the Magic and the Suns game. Heading to the 76ers and the Pelicans game, and I'm liking a Boner over 5.5 rebounds. So pretty much the same reason for Drummond Without Embiid in the lineup, he is averaging 12.7 rebound chances and 5.1 rebounds per game. Obviously liking the Drummond play more, but if you want to take another rebounder, Boner for 4 rebounds in a nice little parlay filler could be a good little one here. Then that's pretty much it for this game. Then for the Grizzlies and the Heat game, I was liking Tyler Hero over 17.5 points. Honestly, this line feels a bit low for him. He thrives in pull-up opportunities, spot-up opportunities, and also pick-and-roll ball handler situations where the Grizzlies pretty much leak points to. They leak the 6th most amount of points to pull-up opportunities, and also pretty much middle of the pack for spot-up, and also give up the 9th most amount of points to pick-and-roll ball handlers. Should see Hero have a nice game here. The only concern is that this is a back-to-back, but they are pushing for a playoff run here, and I'm pretty sure they're going to play Hero at least 25 to 30 minutes here. So that was pretty much it for this game. Then for the Pistons and the Bulls game, I was liking Jalen Duren for a double-double. So for the season, he's had a double-double in 24 out of 44 games, averaging 17.7 points and 10.4 rebounds. This is a pretty soft matchup here for him, so the Bulls give up the most amount of pick-and-roll man points where Duren loves to score from, and they also give up the 10th most amount of rebounds to his position, and also the 6th most amount of defensive rebounds where Duren should get a lot today. He is pretty much going to be versing Smith, who is undersized, and yeah, that pretty much tells the whole story there. Duren's going to have a very easy time to grab those boards when the Bulls miss their shots. This should be an easy double-double here for Duren today. Then for the next game between the Kings and the Spurs, obviously liking the Victor Wembanyama play, but I'm also liking Stephon Castle for over 15.5 points. Pretty much the same reason for Victor Wembanyama. He loves to score his points from within 10 feet of the basket and also in transition plays, where the Kings give up the most amount of points within 10 feet of the basket and also the 8th most amount of points to transition plays. Fox should have a nice little easy game here and not being used as much, and Castle should be leaned on a lot more to run that offense with Victor as well. Especially this being a blowout opportunity, definitely see Castle getting over those 15.5 points pretty easily. And then that was pretty much it for today's picks. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments what you're riding with today. Until next time, stay safe, good luck with your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video. Laters.